We were pretty famous back in high school. Trust us!
Had a whole future ahead of us, but now we suck.
All that potential now is flowing in the aqueducts.
Through the sands of time, many did forget.
But now our time has come to resurrect. But a podcast?
Sad I know, but can you blame us?
We are desperate to be much more than high school famous. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
You know, so much. It's been rough.
It's been rough?
Yeah.
Should we get into its roughness?
It's 80 grit.
All right.
It's pretty rough.
You can get a lot of work done with that level of grit.
Mm-hmm.
Without much effort.
Yeah. You know what?
What?
It was a missed opportunity. Should have said it was 150 grit.
You should have.
Mm-hmm.
We can start over. And you can make it seem like you came up with that right away.
Okay, let's do that. Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
So much. It's been rough.
It's been rough. What?
Yeah.
Do you want to get into the roughness?
Yeah, it's...
How rough has it been?
80 grit.
Hey,
Damn
everyone.
it. Oh, shit. Start over. One more time.
Hey, welcome to
Hi.
High School Famous, the podcast where...
rough.
It's been rough. Hey, welcome to the podcast. It's been rough over here. How rough has it been, Matt?
150 grit.
Hey, get a lot of work done with that level of grit without a lot of effort.
Yeah, but if I had 80 grit, that would get more done.
It's better.
It's less effort.
That's why you would just, no matter how good this joke is, you would prefer to have 80 grit over 150 grit. You're fighting with your desire to have a stronger sandpaper.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's greater than your devotion to comedy at this point.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's it's episode 150. That's the only reason I wanted to go there. But
is that the significance of 150?
Yeah.
My, you say.
You twit.
You twart.
It's weird. I had to this didn't actually affect you anyway, but there was a piece of dust on where you are on my screen, so I had to rub a piece of dust off of your face just now.
Oh, I didn't feel a thing.
Yeah.
Is it gone?
Yeah, it's good. You're good now. Yep. You look as beautiful as normal.
Is it off of my shiny forehead?
It was actually just below your left eye.
Oh, so for you?
Yeah.
This
No,
one?
your left eye.
Oh, look at that. Now it's
Otherwise, I
gone.
would have said your right eye.
Actually, that's a scab. That's not.
It
That's
was
not
near
dust.
that.
That's not
But
dust. That's a scab.
it was definitely a piece of dust that was on the screen of my computer.
No. Look, it's from an old blemish, and it's healing, but it's definitely redness from that. It's not dust. I'm not dusty. I showered.
That's
moments
fine.
ago.
You weren't dusty. I never claimed for you to be dusty. My computer screen was dusty.
I see. So you would never describe me as dusty,
I wouldn't describe you as dusty currently.
but several years down the road after I've been buried for a few months at the minimum,
Perhaps.
I may have accumulated some dust.
Um.
I don't know how much dust is really kicking around down there underground, actually. It might be difficult to collect dust from underground. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause dust usually gets kicked up in the air and then settles down on surfaces.
Most dust is skin particles.
Yeah, so I guess...
Probably not a lot of dust under the surface of the earth.
nah. Well, it's baked into the
However,
earth. It's part of the earth.
Lots of dust in the wind.
That's correct.
Someday that's all we are. Just dust in the wind.
Yeah? Maybe even a dusty candle every now and then?
No.
Isn't that something? A candle in the wind? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's yes. So the answer is not no to that. It's yes. Sometimes.
No.
Why not?
I was referencing something very, very different.
Yeah, what? So
you changed the subject.
I changed a subject.
Being dust in the wind is different than living your life like a candle in the wind.
You could be dust that's in the wind that settles on a candle in the wind.
But then it would put the candle out.
The wind.
And then you have to ask the question, did the wind put out the candle or did the dust put out the candle?
I think it would take a lot of dust to put out a candle.
Mm.
To smother the flame of a candle, you need
Perhaps.
like dust that is weighable. Dust you could place on a food scale and it would register a number. It wouldn't just say error.
Yeah. Well, if it didn't have weight to it whatsoever, it wouldn't say error. It would just say 0.
Depending on the scale.
Mm.
Some scales don't agree to the existence of 0 weight. They're like, how can I exist if there are things with 0 weight? I'm a scale. Everything has to have weight. Otherwise, what am I doing here?
What if it's a scale that doesn't? It's not a weight scale.
Like it's a Fujita scale?
Or a musical scale.
A musical scale? Scaling a fence?
Yeah. A fish scale?
Mm-hmm. Dragon scales?
Yeah, those existed at one point.
Yeah. But if you put those on a scale, it would show a number.
Oh, for sure. They're heavy.
Yeah, they're very heavy. Some ancient knights used to make armor out of them, I'm told.
Yeah, scale mail.
Scale mail. It's heavier than snail mail.
It's faster.
Arguably. I don't know if there's been a study really to compare those two exact things.
No. I bet my life on it.
Okay, wow, you bet your life on it. So you know what? Normally I would advise against something like that, but I think you're safe in this instance.
That or I just care very little for my life.
But yeah. Little regard for your survival.
I'm just going to start betting my life on everything.
Yeah. The Cowboys are going to take it this
gun
year.
Won't kill me. I bet my life on it.
It's a prop gun. You win, sir.
How would that work? Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I break that down properly. That gun won't kill me. I bet my life on it.
You know why? Because guns don't kill people, Matt. People kill people, Matt.
But then if the gun...
Would the gun...
No, only I would lose in that situation.
So the gun would have a sudden change of heart?
Because if I said that gun will kill me, I bet my life on it, then the person with the gun would have to be taking the bet of the gun wouldn't kill me.
And then
so
they would therefore not shoot you.
No, well, if there's got to be parameters set up, they do have to shoot me.
Why?
If you're making this bet, if I say when you shoot me, that gun won't kill me, I bet my life on it. They would then have to take the bet that you're right, it won't, or then they would be taking the no, it won't kill you. So if I do die, they lose.
Yeah, so they have to shoot you in a non-fatal way.
Yeah, but it still could kill me.
In the arm, in the toe.
Right. But it could still kill me.
Well,
the gunshot could cause something that would eventually kill me.
There are emergency medical personnel standing by.
A Murdical sounds
I'm a Murdical personnel.
Yeah.
I stand by to finish the job if the original attempt is not successful.
It's very, very like medical procedure murders.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah.
They surgically remove the heart and then they beat you to death with it in the face. Medically. Murdially?
Oh, it'd be murders with like medical precision would seem more realistic.
Like surgically removing the heart? Like what the first thing I said?
Well, yeah, the first part without the other part, you know.
What if they took the heart and hit you directly in a certain part of the body that would instantly kill you if you weren't already dead from the heart removal?
Well, yeah, you'd be dead from the heart removal immediately, so it wouldn't matter.
I think it would take.
It's like he died from the heart being removed, but then there was also blunt force trauma.
He died from his heart beating.
There was post-mortem blunt force trauma, which also would have killed him had he not already been dead.
I bet my life on it. This pen sucks. Pen swap.
I don't even know how to spell. I tried to literally write down the word Murdical. No clue how I would spell that. I'm relying on you later to tell me.
Well, there's plenty of room for error in made up words. There's probably there's no right or wrong way to spell it because it doesn't exist.
Yeah, just take the word medical and just change the first part to murd.
To murder-cul.
Just add a mur in front of the dickle of medical.
The dickle of medical.
Add a mur in front of the dickle.
Put a mur right in front of that dickle. You'll be precisely murdering in no time. Hey, let's get on to a dad joke, huh?
I think we accidentally fell into a different name for this episode.
We might have. Well, we didn't have a name, but that's good. Well,
a potential.
Yeah.
Dad joke.
Dad joke. Yeah, this features a dad. This dad joke features a dad in it. It's meta. Dad, I'm cold. Dad replies, go stand in the corner. It's 90 degrees.
Wow. Not what I was expecting.
Really? What were you expecting?
Hi, cold. I'm Dad. Now stand in that corner. It's 90 degrees.
Wow. So you expected all that?
Yeah.
That would have been a bizarre joke. Better than this one?
Stand in the corner. There's a furnace in the corner.
Yeah. Stand real close. Open it up.
Because the furnace itself, because it's forced heat. So standing directly next to the furnace, the warmest place.
Oh yeah, it doesn't send the heat out everywhere else. It keeps it in the furnace.
Mm-hmm. Hug it from the inside.
Hug that heat.
Hug that furnace.
Little boy, you're cold. You proclaimed it at the beginning of the joke. In the setup, one would say. Well,
the foreplay of the joke.
Yeah. Do you have anything going on this week? Anything we want to chat about?
They're about to say this weekend. I'm like, it is done.
Well, the weekend is done. I mean, I guess I'm asking, was anything exciting this week happen?
Oh, like previous week? Because you made it sound like, is there anything coming up?
I know. I did. Make it sound that way. Like I cared. It made it sound like I cared about the future.
Oh, you cared about your future is what I thought you were about to say.
Again.
No, I don't think anything interesting happened this week. No, went and played kickball again on Thursday, sort of.
Again?
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of in a kickball league. Did I not mention that a couple weeks ago?
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so, yeah. So,
yeah.
Iman's job has a kickball league, and I went and watched them play one game, their first game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the next, like after that game, they're like, yeah, you should, if you want to play, come play. And I'm like, oh, if you need a sub, maybe, I'll come and watch. If you guys need a sub, then maybe I'll play. So the second week they were down players. So they're like, play. I'm like, all right. So I played, I went prepared just in case. I like wore things that I could, play in
Nut cup.
Instead of like jeans and shit.
Nut cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full gear. Full football gear for kickball.
Cleats. Probably wore cleats.
So I played that game and found out just how old my body is because I was very sore and my foot was awful.
The kicking foot.
Well, technically yes, but not the like toes of my foot. Like my heel of my foot.
Oh,
is really bad. It still honestly hurts. It's been
the one heel?
It's been 2 full weeks.
Just the one heel?
Yeah, not the other foot's fine. Yep. The other foot's fine. Everything else in my body, not sore. My heel is sore on that foot. So, not this last week, but the previous week, I was like, there's no way I can play again. Like my foot is still bad. So we actually both ended up not going to that game and a bunch of other people actually canceled. So we're like, well, I guess we're going to have to forfeit this game. And like 10 minutes before the game was supposed to start, we got a text message saying that the other team had to forfeit.
So you win.
So we technically won that game. Nice. And didn't even have to play it and wouldn't have been able to play it anyways because there wasn't enough people. So then, yeah, just this last week we went and I was like, I can't play. My foot is still messed up. So I'm like, if you guys need me to, I will be catcher, but I won't bat. I won't bat or run bases or anything like that. I don't know if there's a kick, I guess. I won't kick or run bases. So I did that. And even doing that, like my foot still wasn't happy.
Yeah.
With even just pretty much standing in one place, occasionally having to move slightly to grab a ball. So yeah, I'm on a kickball league, I guess, for a few more weeks. And then I guess the next thing they're going to do is a bowling league. And I said, I'm 100% playing in the bowling league.
Wow, look at
Hell
you.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm on a league of
extraordinary
games. at a place, for a company I don't work for. So,
isn't it fun to participate?
Yeah, it's a nice little break in the week too. Just kind of like go out and do something. I mean, I used to go play trivia a lot, and that was a nice break of the week. But so yeah, I'm
used to do that.
That's my thing now.
Yeah,
I used to play a lot of trivia.
So us recording on Thursdays won't happen anytime soon.
Yeah, no, not currently. I'm not sure when the bowling league thing's going to happen. What days that'll fall on, but we'll figure it out.
True.
True.
So you won? Did you win the first game? Did you win the first game you played?
No.
Oh, so you're
the first game. So the first game they played without me did not win. The second game, the game they played with me, the other team took it way too seriously.
Well, so they were good.
Like they were kind of assholes.
Oh wow.
They were talking a lot of shit.
So you're 1-1. You are 1-1. The team is
no, because then this game we just played this week is 0. We lost that too.
Wait a minute.
We've won 1 out of 4 games.
And
there's been 4 total games.
And the one that you won is where the other team forfeit. So you guys are doing great.
Yeah. I would say this last game we played, we showed the most promise so far.
What was the score?
They ended it on mercy rule because they were 10 points ahead of us.
And this was the best your team has done?
We oddly played very well. They were just really good.
Okay. So the team that forfeit, you have not played yet. Yes?
No clue. Yeah. No clue how they are at all. I mean, we're probably the worst team.
Do you think they forfeit? Like, do you think there's some kind of reputation floating around about your team, and they're like, "We better not. There's no way we'll win against those guys." We heard.
I don't think there would be, because it's really weird. Like, we don't really know who any of the other teams are. It's just you join this thing, and then you just get told be here at this time to play, and then once you get there, that's when you find out who you're playing against.
Oh, interesting.
So we don't know any of the other teams or anything. So.
Well,
but yeah, that one team was just, they were dicks.
So you're 4 weeks into I
think
kickball
8 week thing, maybe. I think it might be 8 weeks.
I'm talking about you specifically.
Me specifically. I've only played 3.
Okay,
but it's total of 4 games have been played. Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to gauge how long this has been going on, and you haven't mentioned it once. That's all.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I just never thought about bringing it up.
Oh, well,
I guess until just now. I don't think, the thing is, I don't think about what I did that like during the week, because I just always assume I hadn't done anything.
Well, for the most part, up until recent history, that was true. But now you've got something to talk about.
Apparently. So we'll see. Maybe next week I'll have a whole big story about how we just kicked some major ass and kickball.
And you have to tell me if you make any awesome plays, Yeah,
or if I do anything other than catch the ball and throw it back to the pitcher.
Well, I'm sure by next week your heel will be back tip top, and you'll be able to.
We'll see. It still hurts.
Wow. I don't get that. It's so bizarre. Just the one heel. You must have landed on it funny one time running or something.
No, I honestly think I probably don't like. I probably need to get like insoles or something. I'm pretty sure maybe like I pronate my foot or some shit, or I probably like, I've noticed like probably mostly because it's been hurting lately, but I've been walking on the outside of my foot lately. And sure, that's just me compensating to not be stepping directly down on my heel.
Yeah.
But I'm like, as I'm doing that, I'm consciously like, maybe I walk funny or something and just have never noticed it.
You could just run on the balls of your feet. That's meant to handle more impact than the heel ever was.
Yeah, but I think because of the injury, that will still hurt.
But
because how it's going to pull the muscle. Like, I won't necessarily injure it more, but it'll still hurt to move in that manner.
All right. Well, interesting. Hey,
apparently
anyone in the
have something interesting to talk about.
Anyone in the Chicago area, go check out every Thursday night. Just travel around to all the fields and see if you can catch a game as it's going on.
There's definitely not spectators.
Middle-aged adults playing kickball.
Oh, I can honestly say I have to be the oldest person on the team.
I mean, why?
Some of the people are in their early 20s. No.
Look,
you know what I meant.
I'll play only if I'm the oldest one.
But yeah, I think most of them are probably in their mid to late 20s, early to it. Well, 20 in their 20s, from either early to late 20s. It kind of ranges.
So somewhere in the 20s.
I know.
Just say they're in their 20s.
Yeah, because I know one of them's like 22, and then everybody. That's the only person whose age I probably like officially know. Everybody else is probably in their mid to late 20s.
Except Iman isn't.
Well, yeah,
she counts too, Matt.
I understand that. That's why I said pretty much everybody else is in.
Got it. Anyone worth mentioning is in their 20s. I understand.
I'm not. No, you can try to twist my fucking words however you wish, and it's fine. She doesn't listen to this.
Wow, that says a lot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because of you.
She listens to my podcast.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does.
She specifically doesn't.
What do you mean?
She said she told me she'd listen to this if you weren't on it.
Well,
she's like, Matt, I could listen to you talk all day long. And some days I do.
So why isn't she?
But I will not listen to, like, if I played her these episodes without your audio in it, she would listen to it all the time. She would listen to my half of a conversation.
Well, I was just gonna. Why then is she not ever just standing in the room behind you as we're recording so she can hear your half every?
Because she's not rude.
Oh, she's not rude. She just said she would not listen to it just because I'm on it. That's rude.
No, she's not rude to me.
Look, I think Iman is a poor kickball player, and she will never beat those youngsters that are somewhere in their early to mid to late 20s, somewhere in that span of the 20s decade of life.
I'm going to play her this specific part of this episode.
She won't listen to it. It's me.
She'll listen. She'll hate it. She'll listen to it, but she'll hate it because it's your voice.
Not because of what I'm saying about her, just because it's my voice saying it.
Listen to because you're saying something specifically about her. Okay. That's why. Yeah, I'll be like, listen to this bullshit Sean just said about you, and she will rip off your scrotum.
Is she a good
from ear to ear?
Is she? How'd you know that's what it was? How'd you get my chart? Is she good at kickball? Are my claims unwarranted?
Yeah, she's not bad.
I didn't ask if she wasn't bad. Being not bad and being good are different.
Okay, so what's your definition of good?
She kicks it every time. And she scores runs. Okay. And when she's in the outfield, she catches balls and also throws them. How do you throw it? Do you roll it to the base when you're trying to get someone out?
You throw it. Well, you roll it when pitching. Roll it when pitching. You throw the ball to people. Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't played kickball since.
You can use your hands.
I haven't played kickball since probably junior high school or middle.
It's not like baseball and soccer rules.
Well, I
kick it to the other players.
I didn't say kick it. I asked if you rolled it. To, like, if you're in the outfield and you need to get to someone on first to try to get them out, do you roll it to the first baseman or do you throw it?
No, you throw it.
Okay.
Throw it. Yeah. It's baseball rules, but with kicking.
With kicking and a big ball.
Yeah.
And friendship.
Yeah. I fucking swear we've talked about kickball before because I remember bringing up mat ball once.
Well, that's different.
But it might have been a long time ago.
I don't remember talking about kickball. Maybe at one point one of us casually said, "Oh, it'd be cool to be in a kickball league in a couple of years."
Maybe. I hope somebody invites me to join their kickball league someday.
I'm just going to start
so I can injure myself immediately.
I'm just going to find adult kickball games happening and just go and watch, and with the hopes that someone will be like, "Hey, why don't you join us? We're down a player. Our shortstop
apparently it happens.
Our shortstop has typhoid fever.
It's too tall.
It's just too tall to play. There are rules,
Too tall to be shortstop.
Yeah. Oh, that's what you were doing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Not as good anymore. Too bad.
I think it was better than I just drew on myself accidentally.
So you don't forget?
My pen was sharp. I'm like, ugh.
You were trying to cut.
So I needed.
I was trying to cut myself, but I just accidentally drew on myself.
I wasn't trying to, but I accidentally caught my wrist. I know, and it just happens to be the spot that I should, but if I were to,
it's the spot you really should take a slice.
It's like exactly the right spot. Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's it. Matt plays kickball now.
What?
So
yeah. How about you, Sean? Anything fun this week? This last week? Any kickball or
no? But just today, I decided I'm going to try and find a kickball league and just watch with hopes that I'm chosen to fill in sometimes.
It sounds creepy for some reason.
But they're not
even
children.
Though
it's not children. It's adults.
I know. I wasn't saying children. I just thought, I'm gonna go find a kickball game and just watch. It just sounds weird.
Yeah, from behind the bush, so they can't see what I'm doing as I'm watching.
My bush.
I'm gonna grow my bush out so I can hide behind.
So I can hide behind it.
That would not be inconspicuous at all.
Nightmare to put pants on.
I don't need to. They can't see anything.
You can only wear parachute pants. Because you need something roomy.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I could just fashion a parachute into a two-legged garment.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I went to something on yesterday, which is Saturday.
On yesterday.
It's called Brickfest. Yeah, it's a Lego convention at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Boy, I saw some things.
Did you bring your son, or was this just a you outing?
I brought him, and we...
But was it still just a you outing?
I brought him, but I made him wait in the car.
He was reluctant.
I made him wait in the car, but I technically took him there, so it's not weird. It's not weird if we both went.
I left the windows cracked.
Yeah, so I saw like a giant Woody from Toy Story made out of Lego. I saw a samurai warrior made out of Lego. I saw like a Native American tribeman made out of Lego.
Entire tribe.
I saw Mjolnir, Thor's hammer. I saw Captain America's shield. I saw Darth Vader's helmet. I saw a Clone Trooper's helmet. I saw Mario. We met two competitors in season 1 of Lego Master, Manny and Nestor. We got to meet them, and they signed our badges. And we did not want to take a picture with them, nor did we want to buy a set
because it cost more. Or
no, Leo just doesn't like pictures, and so he didn't want to take a picture with them, even though it would have been free, and they were offering to take several.
They're like, please, nobody will.
There were people before us that took pictures, but they're like, yeah, you want one with just the kid and then all of us? And they were like willing to just take a bunch.
Yeah, they're like, please.
But I'm like, hey, Leo,
that's how we stay young.
Leo, do you want to take a picture? He's like, no. I'm like, he doesn't like pictures. They're like, okay. And they were also selling, if you've ever watched the show, every team of Lego builders gets they have a little set of minifigures that look just like them that the Lego people make for the show. And when they get kicked off the show, they have to return their minifigs and they wave bye to them. It's very lame. But I always wondered, that's lame that they don't get to keep them, but they must get a bunch because they had a bunch of them for sale at their booth. You could buy their minifigs, and they're resting on top of a small red brick that is signed. And it looked like, when I looked at it, it's small, so they could only fit one name on them. So, like, you could either get one that's signed by Manny, or you can get one that's signed by Nestor. You have to choose. You can't get both of their signatures unless it's like on the flip side is the other person's name. Maybe that's the case.
Possibly.
But I wasn't willing to buy those because that was $60.
Yeah, and
we already got a badge assigned, so I didn't really care about getting another tiny signature. So that was that, and there was a giant white like Lego structure that everybody was contributing to. There was surrounding it were like 4 large tables with just a bunch of white Lego bricks, and people are just like assembling little bits, like little towers and little things, whatever they wanted to make up. And you can then go up to the giant thing and like place it somewhere so that this giant thing is kind of collectively built by people that are there. And so Leo made a little piece that put on there, and I took a picture of that. And then they had this big giant like floor mural, and it was all sectioned off in squares with numbers like F13, F12, F11. And so you walk up, you get your sheet with your F, whatever, it could be A, B, C. It's not just F, but Leo's was F13. So he grabbed his sheet.
Okay.
You grab a big square flat Lego plane, and then you have to put in the right colored squares based on the picture. And then that gets placed on the grid on the floor. And eventually everyone puts in their piece, and it makes a giant, huge, like 15 by 40 foot like floor mural thing out of Lego art. It was kind of cool. But what we thought was going to be the highlight was we got VIP badges, which there were a lot of them. They weren't very much more than regular tickets. So you get an event exclusive build. Like you get a Lego build that's only offered at this Brickfest. And we're like, oh, that'll be awesome. We'll get this, you won't be able to buy it in the store. So we looked at this gigantic line that was hundreds of people long. And they're all waiting. And I'm like, is this the exclusive Lego build line? And they're like, yeah, it is. So you don't just get handed a box. You have to build it. So you go inside this like tented off, like sectioned off area. This is why the line was so long and it took so long for the line to move. You go in, you get your little instructions on how to build it, and then you have to sit there and build it. And then you can walk away with it. So
that's stupid.
These fireworks were an accident. Yes, it's very stupid. And Brickfest, the character, it's like a guy with like his head is like a giant Lego brick, and he has eyes and a mouth, and that's basically what you're building. You get to build a little version of the Brickfest guy, and that was your exclusive build. And we thought, no, we're good. We're not going to partake in that at all.
Yeah, it seems dumb that they was there just how many people were in there building at a time?
No, it wasn't just one. I glanced in there real quick because I asked a guy in the little booth, and I said, "Is this where you get your exclusive build?" He's like, "Yeah, but if you don't want to wait and take the build, it's the brick guy. If you just want your pin, because you also get like a little pin. They're like, I could just give you the pins right now, and you can just walk away with those." And we're like, "Yeah, let's do that." So I just sort of glanced in there. Yeah. There was probably different tables set up. I would say maybe 40 people, 30 to 40 people were in there at once, all building. But still.
And then as somebody leaves, then they more filter in another person.
But we're talking hundreds of people are waiting in line for this. Like it's winding around all these different sections, this one massive line. It would have taken hours just to get a stupid thing. Yeah. So we graciously bowed out.
So you were very happy when Leo was like,
yeah.
Because if he would have been like, I really want it, you'd be like,
oh, gosh.
All right, let's get in line.
Because we started off.
And while we're in this line, let me convince you don't
Leo actually had the idea. He's like, we were in line. He's like, what? Let's go up. Let's just go up and ask if this is what it is and what it is. And if it seems like we want to do it, then we'll go back and get back in line. I'm like, all right, let's do it. And turns out it was worth it because it would have taken so long to find out what it was had we just sat there and waited.
Right. And then also like, that's how much time you're just standing in a line, not actually like just doing things at the fest where you can just be like, let's just enjoy the things that we're here to see as opposed to let's stand in a line for several hours and not get to enjoy those things.
Yeah, it was. And Leo is not someone that enjoys lines. He's very impatient whenever I would take him to Valley Fair, he would judge on whether or not he wanted to try a ride out on the line for it. He would go, no, I don't want to try that ride. It's too long. He does not want to wait in line. And next spring, he's going to be going to like Florida to go to like Harry Potter World and all that stuff.
Yeah, that's hopefully he likes lines at that point in his life because there will be lines.
Knowing, I don't know how much this helps, but I know that they'll go all out and get any kind of fast pass type of thing you can get to get in the line or get into a shorter, quicker line. But I don't know how long those even are. I've never been to a Disney World or anything like that.
Yeah, they'll be quicker for sure. But I mean, there's still going to be some waiting, but not probably nearly as much.
And this is going to be Florida, probably painfully hot, even if it's in the like March. Probably humid as well. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I went to Florida one time in 1991 in June.
Oh, is that where you got your baseball cards?
So, no. Why? No.
I thought you said your set was like from 91.
Oh, no, that was probably my birthday that year.
You were born in 91? That year?
No.
Are you saying birthday in 91?
It was hot.
Because you went in June, so why is your birthday in June in 91?
No, the Florida trip was not for my birthday.
You said it was probably my birthday in 91.
No, when you said the baseball cards, I said, no, that was probably for my birthday in 91.
You think you got the baseball cards as a birthday gift.
I definitely got the baseball cards as a birthday gift. So that was probably my birthday that I got. I don't even remember if it was 91 or 92, but either way, the baseball cards was from a birthday present. I didn't get my baseball cards in Florida.
Were the do 91 cards get issued in 91 or do they get issued like at the end of 91? like the beginning of 92.
They would have been. They were probably from the. If they're issued in 91, they're from the 90 series or whatever. They're photos and printed in 90. They're the 91 card. So they'd be the previous baseball season because you can't take future photos.
You can't, but I'm wondering. Yes, that's exactly right. Well, no, my question was the cards that are labeled 1991. Do they release them in 1992 and they are pictures from the 1991 season, or is it?
I don't know.
Well, you own them.
No,
you own the 91 season, or not?
Yeah, I don't own the whole 91 season. I own several packs of cards from that were issued in 91, or they say 91.
Do any of them have gum inside?
No, there's a puzzle inside of them.
Do you think it's still a good puzzle?
Edible? No.
You think it's a tasty puzzle?
Well, there's no telling I even have a complete puzzle, because it's pieces. Though I have like 20 unopened packs, I don't know if I have a complete puzzle.
Oh, okay.
I would never know unless they were opened. And I never opened them. I have no idea if there's any cards of like high value in there or anything.
And you never will.
Yeah.
So this month is October. We all know this.
Currently, yes, it's October 1st as we speak.
My favorite holiday falls in October. It would be Halloween. I'm not sure where that falls on your list of holidays.
I thought you were going to say some random holiday outside of that just to be Sean about it. But
I could call back to one of the many holidays we covered in October, but I didn't bother to look that up. But anyway, so I thought we could spend this month just covering spooky, scary things, and so I got a little. It's a revisit of a fella we've discussed in the past, but these are some other offerings from this gentleman.
Dracula.
Nope. This is a
Frankenstein's monster.
This is yours and my favorite author, Mr. Chuck Tingle.
Oh,
so we got some spooky offerings from this.
Is he our favorite author?
He's the.
We've never read any of his actual works.
He's the podcast's favorite author. He's the only author we've discussed aside from Dr. Seuss.
Possibly.
So I've got, there's a collection here. This is available on Amazon. This collection is Scary Stories to Tingle Your Lesbian Butt. 7 tales of Lady Buck on Lady Buck terror. A terrifying scream rings out through the woods of Sleepy Butthole. Could this be the work of the headless butt woman? A sentient pumpkin who's always giving head but never receiving it?
I think it would be better if it was the buttless head woman.
You should say that. Come on, Chuck Tingle. If your butt is already tingling as ferociously as ours, then this is the collection for you. Presenting Scary Stories to Tingle Your Lesbian Butt, a 7-book collection of the most toe-curling tales to ever get you off. Within, you will find the following masterworks of modern literature. And we could read the little breakdown of each one of these books.
Yeah,
The Sentient Physical Manifestation of Halloween Eats Me Out. Every year. It's tradition. Next one. Should we just read all the titles and then go into the descriptions, or just go right into the description of each one?
I think just do each book one by one.
All right, here we got the Sentient.
Don't want to get lost.
Good point. It's hard to get lost, or we don't want to get lost in lesbian activity.
In the lesbian butt.
The Sentient Physical Manifestation of Halloween Eats Me Out, Kindle edition.
Of course.
Gabby loves Halloween, but her husband Cork doesn't want her to celebrate after
Cork.
Doesn't want her to.
I think he's running out of ideas.
We need another name. But her husband, Cork, doesn't want her to celebrate after Gabby's excitement starts making him jealous. Fortunately, this is the last straw that Gabby needs before dumping his ass and heading out to live her truth.
This is the last straw she needs to finish her scarecrow.
Now Gabby's realizing there are plenty of desires she's always had and never been able to experience, like Halloween. And the other women
and others,
and other things. Soon enough, Gabby is allowing herself to experience the things that truly make her happy. And when she meets the physical manifestation of Halloween at a Halloween carnival, Gabby gets the chance to put these ideas to the test. Soon enough,
Nice.
Gabby and the beautiful manifestation of Halloween are wrapped up in a spooky, sexy lesbian encounter under the full moon, and it's never felt so right.
What makes
I
it
don't know,
spooky?
but it's sexy too.
She's terrified.
She's terrified of how good this feels. This erotic tale is 4,200 words of sizzling human on autumn holiday action and lesbian Halloween love.
Autumn.
You gotta love the descriptions for old Chuck Tingle's stories.
Yep.
All right.
Great. They are great.
Any comments or any thoughts on the first book?
No.
No. Straight up, no. Straight up, no.
No, I feel they can only get worse.
Here we go. Story number 2. Eaten right by a saber-toothed cat at the premiere of the bizarre and frightening film adaptation of Saber-Toothed Cats the Musical.
Eaten right.
Kindle edition. I messed that up.
Kindle edition. Oh my god. I love eaten right.
Yeah, it's eaten, not like E.T.
Yeah, not like eating.
Yeah.
Like she's been eaten correctly.
The proper way. The fresh lesbian cat way. Allison is a huge fan of the classic Broadway musical Saber-Toothed Cats. When she gets a chance to work at the red carpet premiere and write a review of the film, she jumps at the chance. And after making a deep connection with one of the film's Saber-Toothed Cat stars, the night couldn't get any better. Soon enough,
one of the stars is actually a full-on saber-toothed cat, though. Yeah. It's not a person that played a saber-toothed cat. It's an actual saber-toothed cat.
They Jurassic Parked a saber-toothed cat for this play. Soon enough, Allison and her beautiful prehistoric lover are locked in a wild lesbian encounter. It's a perfect moment, but the fact this particular film is using special technology to project itself into multiple timelines of reality at once causes an air of anxiety to hang over the proceedings.
Of course, let's throw that little piece in there too. Unnecessary.
Will the premiere go off without a hitch? Or will saber-toothed cats be projected straight into the void, returning to this layer of reality with a slew of unintended consequences?
Okay, this one sounds
I might want to
actually
read this one. This erotic tale is 4,100 words of sizzling human on saber-toothed cat action and prehistoric lesbian love.
Oh, of course. My favorite kind
lesbian love.
Lesbian love. It's the prehistoric
kind that wasn't documented
before hygiene.
But this is crossing multiple realities, so it could be the most hygienic form of prehistoric lesbian love that there's ever been. You never know. All right, tale number 3. The Legend of Sleepy Butthole.
Yes, this is what I wanted.
Edition. No. Vicabod Crame, Crame. Weird.
Yeah, that's a stretch.
Vicabod, I guess you could pronounce it. Vicabod Crame is new to the town of Sleepy Butthole. A recently hired school teacher who's looking forward to calling this beautiful hamlet home. Unfortunately, she quickly discovers the townsfolk here are not as kind as she's hoped. In fact, they're downright rude. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now Vicabod is headed out to the old bridge on the night of a full moon
to kill herself.
The old Butthole Bridge. To commit suicide the right way. Searching for the legendary headless butt woman. It's said this butt woman once tried to turn Sleepy Butthole into a joyful place through
this butthole.
Yeah, it's
like there's several butthole women.
This butt woman. Yeah. Tried to turn Sleepy Butthole into a joyful place through voracious ass eating, but failed.
Oh no! How do you fail at ass eating?
Well,
was she just not voracious enough?
Not. It could be the fact that she was butt woman and not real woman, full bodied woman.
I don't know.
Now Vicabod Crame is helping the headless butt woman try again.
Well, she doesn't have a head. How can she eat butt?
She can but. This erotic tale is 4,100 words of sizzling human on lesbian living pumpkin action and hardcore headless butt woman love. It sure is.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
All right, we've got a few to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4 to go. Help me with this. APAIRIST?
APIA.
I'm sorry, I said it wrong. AP artist? Or AP artist? I'll go with that.
Sure.
AP artist, lesbian tractor, which makes me come hard. Kindle edition.
Oh, God.
Michelle loves.
Good thing I'm sitting down.
Good thing I'm standing down. Good thing I'm sitting up.
At ease.
Michelle loves farmers markets. Yeah.
Who doesn't?
And is excited to learn about a mysterious night gathering that takes place before every full moon in the swamp outside of town. It's difficult to find, but once Michelle arrives, she quickly discovers this isn't your typical farmer's market. It's a market for witches.
It's not your typical swamp party.
I was wondering where it was going with that. When Michelle stumbles upon the honey booth of a living tractor apiarist, she's immediately smitten by the beautiful witch named Willa. Now, Willa is inviting Michelle to try some honey at her hut in the woods. But this is really just all some kind of hedonistic sexual ritual. The answer is even stranger than Michelle expected, culminating in an erotic lesbian encounter that will bend the very fabric of the Tingleverse itself.
Oh my God.
This erotic tale is 4,100 words of sizzling human on lesbian apiarist action and hardcore sentient tractor witch love.
I like how she's like, the outcome is even stranger than she could have imagined. You walked into a witch swamp party, and we're buying honey from a living tractor.
They're probably just expecting them to like be.
And then she's like, "This is
weirder than I ever thought.
This has got weird."
I thought it was going to be a bunch of witches like stirring ingredients in a giant cauldron and chanting spells.
Yeah,
terms. All right. Well, if that didn't turn your lesbian crank, this sure will.
What is a lesbian
It tortures lesbians. Spooky sentient lesbian candy corn butt buffet.
It's the only way to eat
Sarah
candy corn.
and her wife Alice love Halloween and all things spooky, but their friends are not quite as excited about this upcoming season. After a series of canceled plans, the lesbian couple are feeling frustrated. But when they meet their new neighbors, they immediately find the perfect double date in the form of these beautiful sentient candy corns. Now the four of them are visiting a real-life haunted house and quickly discovering the tension between this group of ladies is more than just fear, it's aching lust. This erotic tale is 4,100 words of sizzling human on lesbian candy action and hardcore sentient food love.
That one so far seems like, this is going to sound weird, the most grounded of them all. Like, it's like the least strange. The only strange part is just the fact that the other couple is made of candy.
I'm not sure how you pleasure these folks, because the cover shows two human women in lingerie and various necklaces and bracelets. And next to them are just two floating giant pieces of candy corn with faces superimposed on them. So there's no limbs, there's no reproductive organs of any kind that I can identify.
Yeah, I would assume you lick the point.
Maybe that's the most sensitive area of the candy corn.
It's the first place I go for.
That's what you lick when you eat candy corn, or when you're trying to pleasure it.
Well, I mean, I bite there first normally, or just toss.
You go straight to the point, is what you're saying.
Yeah, get straight to the point. I get straight to the point.
All right, Friday the 69th.
Of
Kindle
course,
edition.
An impossible date.
Never on any calendar in history. Nicole is thrilled to spend the weekend with her friends at Camp Diamond Lake, a secluded campground that used to be all the rage, but has since been mysteriously abandoned. It's only on the drive up that Nicole learns why. Hearing the legend of Jesse Voorhees, a masked brachiosaurus who stalks the lake at night. That's right, a masked brachiosaurus. Not just a
because you'll never pick him out in a lineup.
Not just a regular brachiosaurus, one wearing a mask. Fortunately, the only time to fear is during a particularly rare calendar date, Friday the 69th. When Nicole realizes the weekend their trip falls on, however, things quickly turn from bad to worse. It's not long after Nicole arrives that she begins to hear screams in the woods, but instead of cowering in fear, she runs to help. This leads to an important and life-changing discovery. These are not screams of terror, they are screams of pleasure. This erotic tale is 4,200 words of sizzling human on lesbian dinosaur action and hardcore hockey mask wearing Brachiosaurus love.
I was hoping it was going to just end at like she makes a discovery. This book she
discovers something. I love Chuck Tingle. All right, last one. Now remember, you can buy all these separately on Amazon, or you can just get the collection for one low price. Beetlejuice Kindle edition. After moving into her new home, Mina suffers from an unfortunate car accident, as opposed to all of your fortunate ones.
In her home?
After settling into her home.
What's she doing driving in her home?
I've never seen a fortunate car accident that takes her life and transforms her into a very confused ghost. She is also horrified to find that her new home is now in the process of being purchased by someone else. Using her undead powers, Mina makes a few modest attempts at scaring away her unwanted housemates, but to no avail. However, after finding a strange black and white striped refrigerator in the attic, Mina discovers another approach. Within the fridge is a sentient juice box named Beetlejuice, a wild woman with green hair and a plan to rid the house of its living inhabitants by means of carnal lesbian lust.
Yeah, that'll drive them away.
Make them stay. All Mina has to do is say her name 3 times, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. This erotic tale is 4,000 words of sizzling human on lesbian beverage action and hardcore phantom juice box love. Again, all of these stories individually available in Kindle edition on Amazon, but also you can buy the full set together for a low price. Scary stories to tingle your lesbian, but 7 tales of Ladybuck on Ladybuck terror available now.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Those are pretty good cold reads, huh? What do you think?
Well, yeah, you're notoriously better at reading than I am.
I could read professionally.
I mean,
I don't think I could, actually.
Well, that was quick. It was a quick change of
too much saliva builds up too quick, and I'm always having to like swallow. So like that wouldn't be good for I couldn't do like a book on tape. That wouldn't be good for actually, that's good for lesbian love and even hetero love.
You know. Well, what grounds do you base this knowledge?
Various lesbians have told me so. Lesbians.
Listen back.
I will come. I will come Tuesday morning.
I'm pretty sure lesbians.
Nope. Lesbians. All right. That's my contribution this week for the scary, spooky month of October.
Yeah, I didn't know we were doing this, so I didn't provide anything.
I thought of it as I was looking stuff up, so it wasn't something I communicated to you.
Yeah, I mean, you asshole.
No, we're done now. We can just worry about next week if you want to try to bring something spooky and scary related next week.
Right.
This could lead up to our, Halloween episode where we talk about,
if we want, we can just try to round out the Sorry, my phone started playing something.
Okay. I heard something.
We could just try to round it out with some 2-sentence horror stories.
Right now?
Yeah, I pulled them up. I just pulled it up.
Yeah, we can save it.
These aren't bad ones. Yeah. They're just 2-sentence horrors. Stop playing.
Right, but we can save it. I have to go somewhere.
All right, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I didn't know how much longer you wanted to. I didn't know when exactly you had to.
Well, I need to be downtown, and a little before 7:30. So I gotta move along.
Yeah, if you're Chuck
Tingle. He has so many things to read.
Yeah, I'm actually curious as to how many books or stories has he published?
I don't know, but
it's got to be in the
noticed a link
hundreds.
here where you can follow the author on Amazon if you want.
Well, I mean, you should, just for future
tingles,
jerk sessions, future episodes, jerk session.
They're one in the same.
Master.
I sit at a desk for a reason.
That's not the main reason I sit at a desk. It is a contributing factor.
Okay.
You're.
Well, see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Yep, mate.
If you have a question, complaint, or threat for Sean or Matt, you can reach us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram at hsfamouspod, or you can email the show at highschoolfamous@gmail.com. No animals were pleasured during the making of this podcast, despite our best efforts. All hail our Lord and Savior.
Could this be the work of the headless butt woman